Big story, a royal send-off.
This week, Detroit and the nation paying homage to the Queen of Soul.
Tonight, a special gospel tribute is being held for Aretha Franklin at New Bethel Baptist Church. Tomorrow and Wednesday, public visitation will be held at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History.
On Thursday, an incredible tribute concert at Shane Park. Tickets for that selling out within minutes. And Friday, funeral services will be held at Greater Grace Temple featuring musicians, celebrities, and politicians.
Our big story coverage begins with 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell live outside the museum where preparations are underway to celebrate the Queen of Soul. Kim?
Yes, as you can see, the gates are up to help contain the thousands upon thousands who are expected to turn out to pay respects to the Queen of Soul when her visitation begins tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning here. She will be remembered as a musical icon who fought for civil rights and never forgot where she came from, Detroit. Aretha Franklin made history. Her visitation will take place at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. Plus, her life is being celebrated at the Detroit Historical Museum, where a tribute is on display.
She is Detroit. She represents Detroit. She is the voice of Detroit.
The goal is to tell Detroit's story through the life of the woman who became the Queen of Soul.
Obviously, her father, her gospel roots, singing in the church, and how a lot of music in Detroit was born from gospel. And she was so involved with activism during that time. And I think a lot of people know that, but I don't know that they know the extent to which she was involved.
It is a story that can also be told through music. At Shane Park on Thursday, a tribute concert aims to do that.
Aretha Franklin was not just an icon, she was a musical master. She brought various forms of music to her repertoire. And this evening, this Thursday evening, we'll be able to share jazz, blues, gospel, R&B, those things. I'm hoping that we'll get a little classical too.
More than 20 artists are signed up, including the Four Tops and Gladys Knight. Organizers at Shane Park say they're proud to honor her at a place she loved to perform.
She performed here, and the night that she performed here at Shane Park was in 2015. She didn't leave the stage of Shane Park until 12:30 in the morning. Nobody does that. Aretha does that because she wanted to play, her audience wanted to hear her, and she stayed and gave it to them.
The visitation will be from 9 to 9 here at the museum tomorrow and Wednesday. In the meantime, tickets for that Shane Park performance, they were gone just minutes after they became available on Ticketmaster. In the meantime, my co-worker, Brian Abel, is live right now at a gospel tribute, paying tribute to the Queen of Soul. Brian, take us there.
Well, the door's still closed. We're about an hour away from that tribute, Kim, but already folks are starting to show up here. You're going to see a big bus. And on the other side of that bus right there, a big old line waiting to pay tribute to Aretha Franklin with a gospel tribute. Evelyn Turrentine-Agee, Laura Lee, and Dorinda Clark-Cole all singing tonight, backed up by choirs from here, New Bethel, as well as Greater Burnett Baptist Church. Now, this is a free show from 6 to 9 o'clock, so this will be just one of many tributes this week to the life of the Queen, Aretha Franklin, here in Detroit. We'll bring you inside tonight at 6. For now, reporting live Detroit, Brian Abel, 7 Action News.
Brian, thank you. We'll look forward to that tonight.
Unfortunately, some people are trying to cash in on Thursday's tribute concert shortly after Aretha's tribute sold out on Ticketmaster. The free tickets appeared on sites like eBay and Craigslist for more than $100 a piece. We found one listing that offered 4 tickets for $1,000 as a bundle, but $300 a piece if they were sold separately. Of course, that's not the only thing that's up for grabs. Other collector items like signed photos and original Aretha Franklin albums have also been posted during the past week.
And once again, the private funeral for family and friends will be held Friday at Greater Grace Temple. You can watch the entire ceremony, though, live right here on Channel 7. We'll have special coverage that begins at 9 a.m. on Friday.